What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. You too can be great. This is the Marriage to Boot Camp Reality Stars, season 14, episode 1, hip hop edition couples review. So the couples are as follows, okay? We got Joseline and Ballistic Beats, who I think is Greek because he said Opa when she popped the bottle. They've been together for 2 years, and the issue is she wants him to put a ring on that thing before she finds the next best thing. His issues with her is that there's a lack of communication, control, and anger, and he is not going to put a ring on it unless she changes those behavior. However, I think Ballistic Beast is a little bit naive as to the type of person he chose to be with. Joseline has a very trying past. She's been in and out of foster care. She used to prostitute herself. She was a stripper. She had Stevie fucking with her mind. She was in love and hip-hop fighting bitches and shit like that. But Ballistic Beast don't seem like he's a punk, but he don't seem like the type of person that be able to understand her character, because I don't think she's ever going to change. He said that she called him a bitch, and you don't call a man a bitch if you want him to act like a man. That's emasculating, and that's the type of mouth that she has. Stevie had the same issue with her, saying her mouth was reckless when she got pissed off. So I don't think she's going to keep getting that ring, especially when she's trying to push it on him, and she's not willing to change the behavior that he wants to be able to marry her. Anyway, you got Styles and Ajua. And let me say that Aja or Ajua, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but let me say that this chocolate woman is one of the most beautiful women I have ever seen in my life. She is gorgeous. She has a nice body. And it's odd because I can't imagine them having issues with sex. And that's what they mentioned, that issues with sex, intimacy, romance, stuff like that is what her and Styles P have a problem with. And I'm sitting here looking at her like if I was a man, I wouldn't be able to keep my hand off of her. She is gorgeous. The woman is beautiful. But they're here. And she says that she wants more romance in the D, like I said, but they also lost their daughter to suicide. And apparently that traumatized the relationship. I know that when there's a cancer situation, it causes the same issue. And when there's a financial issue, it causes the same separation. But a death in a family, when it's your child, it could drive a rift between the two parents. They could be blaming themselves. They could be blaming each other. You know, it just causes a lot of strain in the relationship. And so that was something that kind of pushed them further apart. They've been together for 24 years, married for 10 years, and they're here to try to repair their marriage and try to find a way back to each other. We got Bianca and Cho, and I'm thinking he needs to choose a different name because this name is irritating us. That is not a good, what the hell is a chose us? Chose this? Like, come on now. But they're here as like teenagers, basically acting like teenagers. Bianca, I don't know what the hell she was wearing when she showed up looking like a hot ass mess, like she was going to a strip club, wearing next to nothing, her ass hanging out, her breasts out. Oh my God, Bianca, I don't know. She pissed me off when she was in Love and Hip Hop because she used to do extra. She wanted to do the most. She was trying to feed the birds out there with a man that didn't want her, trying to chase after some other dude's man. And she just strikes me as the type of person that is very childish. And I feel like she might annoy me this whole time that she's on the show. Because here she is sitting down and Joseline is trying to talk to her about what the issues are. And she says the issues is with, what we know is that when a lot of black men out here get wealthy, they feel like wealth to show that they're wealthy means that they gotta have a white woman on their arm, because for a while that was forbidden for any white woman to touch a black man. So being wealthy means that you got a white woman on your arm, and that's the statistics that still exist today. However, I don't think chose to be with a white woman because he's trying to be a statistic, because to me, I've never heard of him. So I don't see wealth, associated with this boy's name. He's a kid to me. However, I think that he chose to be with a woman who's less annoying, less rowdy, less dominating, less everything. This heifer took an Uber to his house to beat up somebody. She's sitting here talking to him and she's pointing her finger in his face like he's a child. Like, who wants to deal with that kind of bullshit? And she had the audacity to fix her mouth and say that she's a celebrity. Chicken Noodle Soup was years ago. I was a child when that thing happened. It was popping. It was a bop. I was dancing. But we didn't have other bops that came after you. So we're not stuck on Chicken Noodle Soup no more. We're on beef stew. And right now you have not yet given us anything to go off of. So for you to sit there lacking humility, lacking the ability to be humble, saying that you can get whoever you want, $1 million basketball player, well, go get them then. That's what he said. Because you're actually making it seem like you're such a prize. And then you're wondering why the man left your ass and looked after a white woman. At least she may know how to shut the fuck up and you don't. But she's going to annoy the fuck out of me. Right now, her mouth is too much. It's reckless. I don't know if she's putting on a show. I don't know if they're the couple that's fake, but I know I don't like how she's acting. The next we got Micheline and Stu. Micheline's octave, that voice that she has, it is like she's singing as she's speaking, like she's singing a cappella. I'm just waiting for her to grab a mic and keep going. Her voice is so damn high, as beautiful as she is, as talented as she is, people know her. That woman's voice is something I can never even imitate. Not with me and my deep ass voice, no way. But she's with Stu, and Stu is a younger guy. I don't know how much younger, maybe 10 years or so he's younger than her. But her issue with him is she feels like she's holding him back, and she feels like there's other girls that he might want because she is of age, and she's kind of throwing him at other girls, trying to basically tempt him and dare him to go and cheat because she felt like she's lived the life that she wants him to live. On the other hand, Stu is thinking to himself, I've been out here breaking your back whenever you want me to, dicking you down whenever you want me to, having you singing higher than the octave, than the pitch you have right now, singing like hallelujah with your hand up in the air, humming, and you know, doing everything you can, maybe speaking in tongues and everything. Is cool when I'm doing all that, but when I'm not, you want me to go and find somebody else that's younger than me, or somebody that's younger than you. I'm sorry, somebody's younger than you because you feel like you're a little bit insecure and I might go out and cheat. That's gonna create a problem. I don't ever feel like I have the same type of balls to be with a guy who's 10 years younger than me. You got me fucked up. If I'm going to be with a guy who's going to be 10 years older than me, somebody has to be young in the relationship, and it's going to be me, not you. I'll be the one that's young, spry, not worried, because I'm the one that's less likely to stray in the relationship. So in my relationship, as committed as I am, it won't be me that does the cheating. So I better be the one that's young as hell to keep up with the pizzazz that's out there. But that's just me, to each his own. Anyway, we got CeeLo Green and Shiny James come into play. The guy who's girl, according to his song "Fuck You," where he says that you see you driving around town with the girl I love, fuck you. He has such spunk. When I saw him on, I don't know if it was The Voice, he was on there. He seemed like a very good, charismatic person, easy to talk to, very easy to work with. But I'm watching him with his girl Shiny, as beautiful as this woman is and as freakish as they look. You know, they be out here getting it. I don't like the way that he treats her. It's like she doesn't get to have an opinion. It's like she waits on him hand and foot. They're both controlling. They both have a strong personality, and he doesn't want to hear her, and she doesn't want to hear him. But when he opens his mouth to speak, it's like it's my way or the highway. And it kind of really makes him look bad in my eyes compared to the image I had of him when he was by himself as an artist. Seeing him with her and seeing how they are together and how he expects so much of her, he's like, well, if you know, they've been engaged for 5 years. How long do you need to be engaged for? But he's like, well, if you don't want to be with me, you can leave whenever you want. Who says that to somebody they want to marry? If you don't want me, then tell me to go. Don't wait till you're pissed off and tell me that if I want to go, I can leave you whatever you want. Well, that means you don't want me anymore. You don't want me at all. Why would you say that? It's like if I leave, you're trying to let me know that you won't give a fuck if I leave or not. So in that case, I shouldn't be with your ass. But the type of shit that he says is too much. Anyway, we got Ballistic and Joseline talking. Ballistic and Joseline saying that she's a very sexual person, but she needs him to go on and marry her and put a ring on it because she's not waiting any longer. And he's basically letting her know that he's there for her. He loves her. He's going to have her back. And I don't think Joseline realizes when she got a good thing going, because that so far what I see of Ballistic, he's far from Stevie. He's not abusing her. He's basically taking the responsibility of her daughter from another man that's probably a jackass and not really there for the baby. As Mimi said, he wasn't there for the other little girl. So for her to have this guy who's willing to accept her and all her flaws and accept the baby in the relationship as his own and make sure that he's basically taking care of both of them. You can't have this mouth you have when you've only been with him for 2 years. Like, this is a real ass man. At this stage in the game, Joseline, you need to learn how to shut up, communicate, and in this particular relationship, you need to submit. Stop dominating the situation and let the man be a man. He's already doing right by you. He ain't cheating on you. We ain't heard nothing since he been with you, unlike Stevie, who was fucking everything with a post. So learn when you have something good and be patient with it. You understand? Anyway, he said he's going to start punishing her. I never heard that damn word before. Punishing her, meaning that he's going to start to finish before her when he's doing her, because she alleged that she's going to have a girl in the bed eating her puss or whatever, and she's going to do it to get back. And he said, fine, I'm just not going to let you have some. When I give you some, I'm going to get my own and leave you the hell alone. And he just might do it. Anyway, we got them leaving, and they kind of get drawn into the first, I guess, challenge of the show, and it's basically them having some kind of hip-hop awards, and they have certain titles. The first title was the most turned up, and the most turned up winner was Bianca's insecure ass and chose us. They've been only 1 year in a relationship, but they've been on and off the whole year. That shit ain't gonna work. It's done. It's a disaster waiting to happen. Bianca's too controlling. Chose wants a girl that's calm, level-headed, and don't feel herself the way that Bianca feels like she's up on, put her ass on a pedestal. You gotta just grovel at her feet. I feel like she does that because she's insecure. She does it because she feels like Chose is maybe chasing other girls and don't see the value in her. She doesn't want to lose him, so she's trying to bump his head up and say, I'm this, I'm that. You're supposed to want me because other dudes will want me better, da-da-da-da. Stupid. Anyway, Anyway, we got Johnson is giving relationship advice to Bianca, saying that if she's about to whoop his ass, she's being abusive. Johnson, you were the last person on earth that needs to tell some woman not to beat her man. Not after you sock Stevie in front of Mimi during that therapy session and you put your hands on everybody to come along your way. You don't need to be saying shit about abuse because you and yourself is abusive, okay? Then we got Bianca crying to Joseline, told her basically saying that she behaves the way that she behaves because she loves him so much and she wants him to love her the same way. Well, you need to calm your ass down and allow him to show you that love. If he's not, walk away. But doing all this stuff that you're doing, girl, is a waste of time. The next topic, we got FOMO, fear of missing out. Micheline and Stu got this award because she feels like, because the age difference, like I said, he's missing out. If that's how you feel, Heifer, why are you with a young man? Why not date somebody who's older than you so you don't have that fear instead of constantly pushing him towards another woman? I wonder what would happen if he actually leaves your ass and fucks another woman that's younger. You gonna say, I told you so? When it's like you're throwing puss in his face, daring him to cross that line and then getting pissed off if he does cross the line. This shit don't make sense. It's a mind game. Then we got the next one called Unlit. Styles P and Aja got this award, and she discloses to us in her little screen that he cheated on her at some point, and if she finds that he's been cheating on her again, she's gonna leave him. But I'm thinking, if y'all haven't been doing anything for a long time, Styles P looks like he's somebody that wants to get it down. Maybe he's cheating again. When the lie detector test comes out, I'm wondering what the hell she's gonna ask him, and then whether she's gonna leave him, because they haven't been doing anything. It seems like they're disconnected, you know. Then we got ill-communicated, which CeeLo and Shiny got, of course, because they can't communicate. And I told you that's when he said, you know, you can leave if you want to. He doesn't think he wants to be married to her. They've been getting for 5 years. At that point, girl, 5 years of engagement, girl, he don't want to be with you. He don't want to marry you, okay? At this point, it may be a relationship of convenience because y'all have been together for so long. He still loves you. Yes, he may still have love for you. But ain't nobody going to sit there and be engaged to me for 5 years. What are we going to do, be engaged until the day we die? And on our freaking deathbed, they're going to say, well, they were engaged. That's it? Girl, bye. Anyway, Ride or Die got Ballistic and Johnson because Johnson, of course, has been playing house with the man. She gave him everything. She gave him her poon. She gave him everything, and he's still not giving her the ring because she still hasn't changed certain, you know, behaviors. But she is Ride or Die for him, and he is Ride or Die for her. Then we got the house tours going on. Bianca skinny dipping with Cho's in there. They just got in the house. AJ's definitely pressuring, say she pressures Styles to into marriage, and so she understands Jocelyn and Ballistic situation going, you know, her wanting him to propose like right now. Micheline is feeling like she's holding Stu back but keeps him around to break her back. You got CeeLo wanting to do celibacy while they're there. Good luck. Then we got Styles P saying that too much semen in your body is not healthy. I beg to differ. I can't have enough for my man. In fact, we just up that amount to maybe double, maybe triple it, because I can't get that. I don't believe. I want to see the statistic facts that says there's too much semen in my body is a bad thing from the man I'm with. I don't agree. I don't. Then we got room tours. Stu and Micheline got their rooms are covered in women's photos to illustrate the fact that she has problems with all these young women. Then we got Johnson and Ballistic, and they got the friend zone section and the romantic section. We got Bonnie and Cho's. They got the boxing room, and they think that their room is lit because they're over here boxing each other. We got CeeLo and Shiny. It's all about CeeLo everywhere, and he thinks that he got the nicest room. Then the last one, we got Styles P and Aja, the worst room that I have seen in my entire life on this entirety of this franchise. It's gray, it has no life, it has no color, it's just dead. Even the roses look dead, and it's supposed to depict their relationship completely dead. And I thought, damn, they must have got it right because this shit was wrong. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and keep reviewing this season. Hopefully it gets more excited than what they showed us today. I love the characters that they chose. Jocelyn is definitely entertaining. I feel like it's going to get better with her mouth. You got Micheline, and she don't hold her mouth. We seen the preview. She'll say everything on her mind, and she don't give a damn. We got Ballistic, who's not a punk. We got Styles P, who might go after Ballistic if he tries to check Micheline. We're going to see what's going on. There's a couple in there that are not supposed to be together. And I haven't figured out which couple that is just yet. If you know, leave a comment below and let me know what you think. But this is the review, and I'm going to keep doing it. If it gets better, so will the reviews as well. Okay, you guys have a good evening, and I hope you guys, you know, enjoy whatever week you're going to do this weekend. Enjoy it, because I'm going to try to do the same with my tired ass. Bye.